Imagine a future where the boundaries of known space fade into a perpetual twilight of untold dangers and uncharted wonders. Our journey begins with a planet unlike any other, Aquoris Prime, a world of endless, fathomless waters hidden in the farthest reaches of the galaxy. I am Dr. Leora Maris, recording this account aboard the Helios Vanguard, a dimension-hopping bioship whose hull pulses with living tissues engineered to withstand the punishing demands of frontier science. Everything you are about to witness has been gathered through exhaustive expeditions, close brushes with destruction, and fleeting glimpses of Leviathans that haunt the depths. It is a saga written in the currency of courage and fear, for on Aquoris Prime, the line separating survival and oblivion is perilously thin. The Helios Vanguard orbits in a silent vigil, scanning the swirling seas below. From our vantage point, Aquoris Prime appears as a blue marble haloed with faint glimmers, bioluminescent phenomena that decorate the surface like starlight scattered in water. Yet those lights represent just the shallowest layer of a planet shrouded in secrets. My voice echoes through the corridors of this bioship, weaving together hundreds of sensor logs and field reports. Today, we descend into an abyss that stretches beyond human comprehension, a world where every ripple may hide an unimaginable threat and every shadow conceals an ancient predator honed by eons of relentless evolution. This is a journey that will lay bare the savage beauty of Aquoris Prime, a realm dominated by creatures whose adaptations defy the boundaries of what our species believe possible. Prepare to meet the monstrous inhabitants of the Deepspire Reefs, the mesmerizing horrors of the crystal caves, the electric nightmares lurking in the Twisted Labyrinth, and more. In each environment, we will encounter Leviathans that could devour entire submersibles, colossi whose very existence redefines survival. So steel yourself. On this planet, every fragile breath is a gift. Our first destination is the Deepspire Reefs, a labyrinth of colossal coral-like structures and jagged stone pillars that tower against the planet's perpetual twilight. Descending through these reefs, you feel an almost reverential hush, as though entering the ruins of an ancient underwater cathedral. Faint beams of scattered light pierce the gloom, revealing labyrinthine passages carved by centuries of ocean currents. The soundscape is equal parts eerie and majestic. The distant calls of unknown creatures echo like organ notes through vaulted corridors of coral and basalt. It is here that we meet our first Leviathan, the Crag Titan. Measuring an awe-inspiring 40 meters from its spined head to its muscular tail, this apex predator embodies the concept of unstoppable force. Its exoskeleton appears hewn from living basalt, sculpted by the press of countless years in the underwater gloom. Along the Titan's ridges gleam faint pulses of captured bioluminescence, an otherworldly pattern that signals both territory and aggression. Despite its gargantuan size, the Crag Titan can remain unervingly still, blending with the stony reef until the very last moment. Then, in a burst of hydraulic power, it surges forward, jaw-like appendages locking onto prey with an impact that can pulverize bone and rend steel. The reef's watery hulls amplify every low rumble of its movement, creating a symphony of tension that leaves you braced for attack, heart pounding in your chest. Yet even the Crag Titan has a more fearsome relative lurking in deeper waters, the abyssal Crag Titan. The first time we glimpsed this variant, our submersible's lights caught a shimmer of ghostly, bioluminescent patterns adorning a 65-meter frame that dwarfed our expectations. Its exoskeleton, reinforced to withstand the colossal pressures of the deep, looks like living obsidian streaked with phosphorescent veins. A fleeting silhouette in the sonar reveals barbed ridges and hydraulic mandibles capable of penetrating any known hull material. If the standard Crag Titan is a siege engine of nature, then the abyssal version is a nuclear warhead, a near-mythical predator that can vanish into the blackness between heartbeats and return in an explosion of raw power. In this domain, every shift of current, every swirl of silt, might herald the abrupt end of an entire expedition. Leaving the Deepspire Reefs, we transition to the Crystal Caves, a geological marvel hidden deeper still, where labyrinths of quartz-like columns refract the scant ambient light into delicate rainbows dancing along the rock walls. At first glance, this realm appears tranquil, a place of transcendent beauty, as if nature sculpted a cathedral of glass. Yet that serenity is but the soft facade that veils one of Aquoris Prime's most insidious killers, the Eclipse Serpent. Reaching lengths of 60 meters, this serpentine nightmare navigates the labyrinth with unnerving grace. Its broad, spade-shaped head bristles with slender, segmented limbs that enable swift pivoting and acceleration. The Eclipse Serpent's epidermis glows in soft pulses, like a network of living torches designed to beguile unsuspecting prey. But those bioluminescent patterns are not mere ornament. They serve as a mesmerizing snare. With a hypnotic flicker, the serpent lures fish-like creatures, and sometimes entire submersibles, into a false sense of security, drawing them closer to the serpentine jaws. One might witness the fatal scene. A school of luminescent fish transfixed by the Eclipse Serpent's slow undulations, drifting closer until, in a single uncoiling strike, the serpent's jaws engulf its prey in a crushing clamp. Its victim's last seconds pass in a swirl of acid and suffocating darkness. This method of hunting is a refinement of lethal evolution, a testament to how even raw ferocity can be channeled through delicate illusions. Venturing next into the Twisted Labyrinth, an extensive network of underwater canyons, we enter a realm of shifting tides and claustrophobic walls. The water here churns with unpredictable currents that can slam you into stone buttresses if you lose your bearings. Fissures exude hot or cold jets, creating microclimates that any predator can exploit. Among these fluid corridors glides the Electro Kraken, a sleek but deadly presence unlike the gargantuan brutes encountered earlier. Measuring approximately 11 meters from head to tail, the Kraken's body is streamlined for speed and agility. It boasts an array of specialized, bioelectric tentacles. With a single lash, these tentacles discharge enough voltage to paralyze an unsuspecting prey, sometimes cooking smaller organisms from the inside out. From a distance, you might spot fleeting flashes of deep cyan or electric blue arcs flickering around the creature's silhouette, hinting at the primal power it holds. Moreover, the Electro Kraken's feeding mechanism is a thing of grim efficiency. A swift expansion of its jaw followed by a vice-like clench, then immediate ingestion. Within seconds, prey is paralyzed, ingested, and condemned to a rapid dissolution. Despite being smaller than the monstrous titans, the Electro Kraken displays such cunning and quicksilver ferocity that many who traverse the Twisted Labyrinth fear it more than the larger Leviathans. It seems to appear from nowhere, a silent assassin, leaving only swirling water and a fading electric glow in its wake. In a startling contrast to these merciless predators, we encounter a rare testament to nature's capacity for symbiotic life, the thermal reef. Occupying a stationary position near hydrothermal vent fields, this colossal organism spans some 110 meters. Its body is composed of layer upon layer of calcified plates and living coral-like organisms, forming a composite structure that hosts an entire microecosystem within. Through specialized vents along its body, the thermal reef channels the heat from deep-sea vents into an array of internal chambers teeming with luminous plants and small amphibious creatures. It's neither predator nor prey, but rather a living biosphere, nurturing countless life forms within. Entering these chambers, if one is so fortunate as to secure an entrance, resembles stepping into an alien garden under a perpetual twilight glow. Plumes of warm, mineral-rich water feed glowing algae-like flora, whose colors span from deep violet to shimmering emerald. Delicate fish with translucent bodies flicker in and out of reefs built from the same living organism. Although it poses no direct threat to an intruder, the thermal reef's labyrinthine interior can disorient explorers, and the gentle flow of nutrient-rich currents can suddenly reverse, trapping unwary visitors inside. Yet it reminds us that not all life on Aquoris Prime is forged in tooth and claw. It stands as a sanctuary, a fragile pocket of wonder within the planet's savage ocean. Our final close encounter leads us into a domain of ice and sorrow, the glacial frontiers. An expanse of drifting ice sheets, swirling snow crystals, and a water column so frigid that the boundary between solid and liquid often blurs. Here lurks the frost maw. The glacial domain echoes with the distant roar of cracking ice, accentuated by the occasional deep, resonant growl that might be the frost maw itself, or the sound of glaciers collapsing under their own weight. Many who witness these sights can only whisper of them upon return. Aquoris Prime is not a realm for the faint of heart or the ill-prepared. For humans, building outposts on this planet is an exercise in balancing folly and ambition. Fragile metal capsules perched on reef edges or half-submerged labs anchored to rocky outcrops are dwarfed by the immensity of hostile life around them. The monstrous predators discussed here, Crag Titan, Abyssal Crag Titan, Eclipse Serpent, Electro Kraken, Thermal Reef, and Frost Maw, are just a fraction of the known menagerie. Countless more remain uncatalogued, rumored only in the delirious logs of ill-fated explorers. Each outpost, each science lab, must fortify itself with anti-predator barriers, advanced detection sonars, and weaponized drones. Yet even with those measures, entire stations vanish under the relentless jaws of these Leviathans. Those seeking to glean resources from Aquoris Prime's mineral-rich depths must come to terms with the planet's ecosystem, where the apex life forms regard humans not as conquerors, but as morsels. In the face of such relentless predation, human survival is tenuous. Distress signals echo across the watery gloom, often too late. Many submersibles never surface once entangled in a Crag Titan's jaws or ensnared by the Eclipse Serpent's mesmerizing glow. Those who do survive speak in hushed voices of unstoppable forces and unstoppable designs. It's said that the planet's environment, shaped by cyclical mass extinctions and cataclysmic tectonic shifts, fosters a level of evolutionary pressure rarely seen elsewhere. Each monstrous adaptation is an echo of countless generations refined by adversity. Jaw mechanics that can crush advanced alloys, illusions of light that ensnare entire ships, bioelectrical discharges that short out protective shields. These are the hallmarks of the planet's apex predators. And yet, even in the midst of fear, there are glimmers of hope. The Helios Vanguard's research teams meticulously analyze every captured data snippet, seeking breakthroughs in biology, ecology, and new materials. Some dream of harnessing the unique properties found in these creatures' anatomies, like the basalt-like armor of the Crag Titan or the thermal conduction in the Frost Maw's horn, to forge new protective layers for our suits or hulls. Others investigate if limited coexistence might be possible. Perhaps tethered feeding grounds or decoy systems could keep the Leviathans at bay, granting more stable enclaves for research. In rare instances, explorers discuss forging a deeper symbiosis, reminiscent of what the thermal reef fosters within itself. Still, for many humans stationed on Aquoris Prime, day-to-day existence is an exercise in vigilance. Alarms ring at the slightest anomaly on sonar readouts. Crew members never venture out alone, traveling in submersible teams with overlapping arcs of scanning. Everyone trains extensively in deep-sea survival tactics, memorizing the shapes and behaviors of local predators, though new species appear as swiftly as old ones vanish. This cyclical unveiling of predator variants fosters a collective anxiety, an understanding that no matter how prepared you believe you are, the planet can unleash an unknown terror that surpasses your defenses. The deeper we go, the more ephemeral our illusions of control. Beyond the mapped sections lie realms so remote that even advanced instruments fail to yield coherent signals. In these zones, legends speak of colossi dwarfing the frost maw, overshadowing the largest reefs, or weaving illusions so intricate that entire fleets might vanish into illusions of calm seas. While these rumors might be half-truths or the product of traumatized minds, Aquoris Prime's track record suggests there is usually a kernel of reality in such tales. Some compare these rumored colossi to cosmic entities slumbering in the planet's core, stirring only occasionally to feed or shift the global currents. It is a testament to the planet's scale and complexity that such speculation persists without immediate dismissal. Reflection on these Leviathans broadens into a reflection on life's resilience across the cosmos. If such monstrous forms can arise here, how many other worlds might harbor equally astonishing or terrifying ecologies? Our universal perspective shifts upon realizing that Earth's concept of apex predators, crocodiles, great white sharks, lions, pales next to the horrors of Aquoris Prime. The planet stands as a microcosm for the broader question of whether the cosmos abounds with life forms so far beyond our capacity that we stand no chance against them. And if that is so, does it humble us or drive us to further push the envelope of our technology and cunning? For me, Dr. Leora Maris, the experience is unforgettably visceral. I have personally felt the Helios Vanguard quake under an abyssal Crag Titan's passing, sensed the deck plating vibrate with the monstrous heartbeats of a beast larger than city blocks. I have seen how entire modules vanish to the silent strike of an Eclipse Serpent, and how a once hopeful outpost died in the jaws of a frost maw that melted the surrounding ice in a violent storm of steam. And yet, I persist, driven not by a thrill-seeking impulse, but by an unwavering resolve to document, to understand, and to share these truths with all who yearn for knowledge about the cosmos' darker corners. We must also consider the possibility of gleaning hope from these nightmares, the potential for new medical breakthroughs, gleaning genetic knowledge from the regenerative tissues some Leviathans exhibit, the forging of novel materials inspired by exoskeleton composites that withstand unimaginable pressures, the harnessing of bioelectric phenomena for advanced power systems. Where nature deals its most fearsome cards, it also offers the possibility of transformative discovery, if only we dare to pay the price. As the Helios Vanguard completes its current expedition cycle, we gather in a final reflection. A mosaic of data streams lines the monitors, skeletal remains of unknown creatures, transcripts of frantic radio calls, footage capturing a Crag Titan leveling an entire reef structure, glimpses of the ghostly Eclipse Serpent in the crystal caves, and mesmerizing patterns traced by the swirling luminous flora within the thermal reef. These images remain etched in our consciousness, forging an indelible record of how life can push beyond every boundary we once considered unbreakable. And so we reach the end of this odyssey, not in resolution, but in acceptance that on Aquoris Prime, finality is an illusion. The planet's watery expanses remain as boundless as ever, harboring new nightmares just beyond our sensors' range. Perhaps we will return with better tech, improved suits, advanced submersibles capable of diving deeper and evading monstrous jaws. Perhaps future generations will discover how to live among these Leviathans, forging an equilibrium that no short-lived mission could achieve. Whatever the future brings, the planet's siren call remains. Its Leviathans roam the abyss, each an exquisite horror etched by evolution, each demanding our respect, caution, and awe. Thank you for accompanying me on this journey into the heart of darkness, a world that challenges our beliefs and dwarfs our sense of safety. If you found it enlightening, haunting, or stirring, I encourage you to share this story, to keep alive our cosmic curiosity, and to subscribe for more glimpses into the unimaginable realms that exist within and beyond our galaxy. Aquoris Prime is but one chapter in the universal narrative of life's relentless diversity. Even as I speak, more wonders and terrors stir in distant corners of space, awaiting discovery by those daring enough to traverse the unknown. Let this testament serve as a warning and an inspiration. In every ocean, no matter how alien, life carves its path in ways both horrifying and sublime. As we depart these waters, we carry with us the lessons written in hunger and adaptation, echoing across the starlit vacuum. May it remind us that in the grand tapestry of existence, we are forever novices, each expedition a single step in an odyssey that stretches beyond the horizon of the known. Until our next descent, remain watchful, remain curious, and may the stories of Aquoris Prime's Titans guide your dreams as much as your nightmares. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you cherish amazing sci-fi stories and want to continue exploring the infinite tapestry of cosmic wonders and monstrosities. The Helios Vanguard stands ready, engines gently humming, prepared to carry us to even stranger realms. This is Dr. Liora Maris, signing off as we ascend from the deep, hearts still pounding, minds aglow with revelations gleaned in the watery crypt of Aquoris Prime. The call of the deep lingers in our ears, a testament to the universe's boundless capacity for awe, terror, and mystery.